Too much
Oh,
White
we're live. I didn't realize that. Okay, well, calm down. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Retro Reload with the East Coast Friends plus one. It is Thursday, and that means we are going to talk about fun stuff. We did not have a show last week because Mother Nature was being a real bitch. So a lot of us could not get onto our computers for whatever reason.
How much snow did you have?
Enough to have a snow day, which means enough to start drinking wine before noon. So I was very happy about that. Slurp, slurp. So, anyways, we are back. We are snow-free, as far as I can tell. We are snow-free.
It's still got about a foot outside.
Informer, the tech says have about a licky boom boom now.
Not that snow, but I got the reference. Don't worry, I got it. Yeah, so here we are. We are back, and it should be a good time as usual. As you all know, I am Cashel, and I look like I was born in 1991 because I look so pretty right now. And with me tonight, we have someone who actually was born in 1991. We got Red Blaze 57 from New Jersey.
Yeah, my mom was actually watching the Operation Desert Storm when I was being born, so...
Your mom's awesome for it.
Your mom was watching... Never mind.
He is wearing a very...
I thought he was about to say you can see.
He's wearing a very fancy Newsy calf and very flashy headphones. Usually on the West Coast, he is joining us tonight. I'm super excited. We have Dash V in the Bay Area, which probably has no snow whatsoever, right?
I was told I had to attend the show to provide adult supervision.
Ah, well, there goes.
What do you mean,
Okay.
there's beer here?
Okay, guys, you can't have no more F-bombs and all that stuff. From Chicago, a place that got lots and lots and lots of snow, we have Mr. Nikon, and I think he's wearing. Are you wearing a Dare shirt tonight?
Yes, I am.
Right, I love it.
Winners don't do drugs.
We are all graduates of the Dare program on Retro Reload.
We actually got no snow during that when you guys were getting dumped.
Oh, you did it? I thought you did.
We got like minor, like not even an inch.
Am I thinking of like New York City and DC that got the heavy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah?
I pretty much right in the middle of there, and we got around 2 feet here, pretty much up north, kind of went down and then back up again, I guess. And just really down below, it got hit pretty hard.
Are you doing your best like Lord Scott? We got snow here.
Oh,
Mr. Nikon, keep bring it down a few notches. And last but not least, we have one of everyone's favorite Southern gentlemen of all time in his very fancy chair, looking fly as hell. It is Turf. He's with us tonight, and hopefully his internet works.
I could just say that it's turf. Like you're so disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. I love Turf. I love everyone. Well, not everyone, but I love most everyone. So, yes. So we are all here.
I love all of you.
And
That was from 1991.
tonight, I was just about to say that actually. One of the castmates, Turf, had an interesting idea for tonight's program. We are going to reminisce about a year that is now 25. Good Lord, I'm old. 25 years old. We are going to talk about the year 1991. We are going to talk about maybe some movies that you liked, some cartoons, television shows. Of course, video games are, part of the topic as well. We're all a bunch of gamers. So it should be an interesting show. It's a new idea, and let's run with it. Let's see what we can discuss. 1991 was a long time ago, but, well, not that long ago. I mean, come on now. But, yeah, let us dive right in. Turf, since you were the one who kind of concocted this idea, do you want to throw something out there that really sticks out to you that we can all talk about from that year?
You bet. 25 years ago. I'm gonna take the low-hanging fruit, the easy one from 1991, the biggie. That was the Super Nintendo.
Hey.
1991 brought us the Super Nintendo and all of its launch titles to come with it. Possibly the best video game system ever made. Maybe, possibly, huh?
Possibly, yeah. I love it. I think
that
everyone else
was
does
a
too.
biggie. That was a biggie for that year.
Yeah, and the Genesis was already out by then, right?
That came out
Right, correct.
90, 89, 90, I think.
And is that when like the whole Nintendo versus Nintendo versus Sega thing started to really take full swing?
I think so.
Maybe a little bit
That would
afterwards.
have been. I mean, that would have been about the time that they really started taking jabs at Nintendo and tried to. They made a little headway. You know, the Genesis came out and they started gaining ground when the Genesis came out because it was obviously it had blast processing, which the NES did not. And after that, then this was Nintendo's answer to the Genesis and said, "Hey, you know, you think you can do 16-bit? I can do 16-bit." And then they came out with, of course. Now, if you get into this, you go to VGCollect.com, which happened to be where we all met and where all that came from. There's a pretty heated debate about Genesis and Super Nintendo that's, I thought fanboys have come and gone since then, but it got pretty heated. And people got angry.
Cough, sword dude. What? Sorry.
Easy now.
Hey, we're not gonna name any names here, all right? There's no need to call out sword.
I'm sorry. Dude sword. There we go.
Well, Genesis
Yeah,
does,
dude,
but
sword right in my
Nintendo
pants.
don't.
I think I missed an innuendo somewhere. So anyway, and someone mentioned something about blast processing. I still don't even know what that is. We weren't a Sega family. We were a Super Nintendo family. So if someone could let me know what that actually means.
Marketing.
I will attempt to look up the. I was gonna say I'll attempt to look up the commercial and we can maybe play it during the show.
Okay. I love your back.
Pretty much like
Yeah,
you look at the specs, it was just marketing.
Marketing.
Basically, the one thing that the Genesis was better than Nintendo at was the RAM speed, so they decided to turn that into blast processing.
Is that all that meant?
Basically, yeah.
Wow.
The Genesis is fast.
Which
As I
is
said
why they
before.
came up with characters
Before-
like Sonic the Hedgehog afterwards.
They said before.
Let's bring it back to
Genesis
1991.
I
Calm
know.
down, gentlemen.
I know it's hard
We all
not
hate
to.
the Genesis collectively. Can we agree on that? We all hate the Genesis.
So,
I'm kidding.
We're all
Super
a bunch of
Nintendo
Nintendo
came out,
yes, it did.
and with the Super Nintendo, we got Super Mario World was a launch title.
Mm-hmm.
We got F-Zero, but that was another dandy.
This is the only
Pilot
F-Zero.
Wings.
Pilot Wings. That was a launch title as well.
It was.
I did not know that.
I liked Pilot Wings. It just kind of showed off. It was made to show off what the Super Nintendo could do. It was
Okay.
pretty much a tech demo, but I like it. It's kind of fun. I like the skydiving. That's fun to me.
Interesting. Okay.
So we got Final Fantasy II came out that year. So for all you RPG folks, and it will forever be Final Fantasy II to me. Y'all can call it 4 if you want to.
God,
Fantasy
Turf, really? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm that guy.
You're that.
And I'm an American.
American.
Final Fantasy America.
God was America.
Well, the Super Nintendo was a great choice.
Yeah.
All right, I did manage to track down a blast processing commercial if you guys want to check it out.
All right.
Can we save it for the end of the show when we are?
We can.
Oh, right. I love the background, by the way. Very, very Weather Channel. Okay, so Turf, you led us with the Super Nintendo, and that's a tough one to follow. But 1991 had a lot of other great things. One thing that comes to my mind, and Mr. Nikon mentioned this a while ago, was that Doug, Rugrats, and Ren and Stimpy came to Nickelodeon that year.
The birth of Nicktoons.
Birth of Nicktoons, exactly. And those were great shows. I love those cartoons.
Ren and Stimpy is probably one of my favorite cartoons from when I was a kid.
It's great. It's just it's gross. It's putrid.
Sleepy, you idiot!
And it was made for children. Like,
Hey man, I got a surprise for you.
It was a kid's cartoon when now when you look at it, like, this is not really a kid's cartoon.
yeah, exactly. Like,
You know what? They tried to revive it later down the road on FX, but
I remember
that
that.
did not take off.
Yeah, I remember that. They tried. I mean, but back in the day though, like I remember I would watch that with my dad, and my dad, he is like, stone face. You can't break him. That show actually cracked him up. And if a show can crack him up, then it's golden. So, yeah, that was a great show. Now looking back on it though, the other two, Doug and Rugrats, Doug, I think looking back is weird. Like that guy was always in his head. you
Yeah.
know.
Hey, Doug was an awesome cartoon show, and I won't hear any smack be talked about it.
I'm not talking smack. I'm just saying it's kind of weird. Weird.
No,
I'm not saying weird is a bad thing.
I gotta remember the only two things I remember about that were his alter ego, where he wore the underpants outside of his
Quail Man.
Quail Man.
Quail Man.
and the theme song.
Oh.
You don't remember-
Do. That one? Yeah.
La 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 la.
Did anyone, this is kind of off topic, but did anyone growing up actually know a person named Doug besides me?
No.
Yeah. Because, like, when that show was, like, in full swing, everyone would say, be in the hallway, hey, Doug, you know? He gets so mad. I feel kind of bad now about it, but
I don't think anybody made that joke to the Doug I knew.
they did not? Okay.
Also, like 90 was like big year. It's a big year for like Nickelodeon shows. You know,
Besides
yeah, are you afraid of the dark? Pilot aired that year.
That was that year, really? I did not know that.
Yeah. I remember that's the one of the kid in the cab. He has to figure out how to get out of the cab by solving the riddle.
Oh, yeah. And the guy has no hand driving it?
Something like that.
Yep.
I think so.
So good. That show was scary.
Shorts.
Salute Your Shorts was that year, too?
Yeah.
Jeez, I know. This is great. Okay.
Clarissa explains it all.
Love that
Man,
show.
I had such a crush on Melissa Joan Hart. I can't even begin to tell you.
Who didn't?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Who it is?
didn't, but,
I remember
She
getting
could, she could have explained anything, and I would have watched the show.
Oh, my.
Hello.
I also like whenever her friend came up, Sam, the ladder goes bink, then you
The
hear that
ladder.
guitar strum. Yeah, that was wonderful. Hey, Sam, and he just climbs on in.
and
Which,
the world was
safer. Yeah, like, if
Yeah.
that happened today, that'd be,
Not
Police
creepy
charges.
at all.
yeah, exactly.
also the
Nickelodeon.
game shows. The game shows they have. Remember, Get the Picture.
Get the
With
picture.
Rick O'Malley.
Explain
I don't
explain that
remember that
one.
one.
Remember that one?
They had to
Oh,
guess these little pieces of the board and guess what the picture is like.
I know what
Is
you're
it-
talking
is it
about.
a flower? No, it's not a flower.
Oh man.
What about
I knew.
what
Can we
about
just agree
Dude.
that
Hey.
Nickelodeon was on fire and
All right, let's try this again. Someone said what now?
Hey Dude was when that come
that
out.
can
Oh, hey, dude.
1989 that came out.
Oh, really?
Oh,
The thing about Hey Dude was I would watch the theme song, then change the channel, because that show I could not get into it, like at all.
And most of those kids in that show are
the
blonde and win.
the girl that played Melody actually is married to Ben Stiller.
Was
Nice.
she the blonde or was she the brunette?
She was the blonde.
Okay, she was also in Friends for a few episodes. She was one of Ross's crushes or girlfriends or whatever.
I had a crush on her too.
Oh.
I don't remember. a single
Don't
thing
tell
about that show.
Melissa.
I remember seeing it. I don't remember a single damn thing about it.
I mean, the theme song was catchy, but that's about all I can remember as well. So,
There won't ever be a theme song though that tops "Salute Your Shorts."
oh,
Never.
the Camp Anawana song.
Yes.
Now, wait. Was that 1991?
That was 1991.
Oh my! This is a year for Nickelodeon. Oh my goodness!
You obviously never
We
seen
hold
Cowboy
you in our
Bebop.
hearts.
And when we think about you, someone.
It makes me want
It makes me want to fart.
Yeah. It's I hope we never part. Now get it right or pay the price.
I love it that you know that.
To share a lifetime of the
Fondest
fondest memories.
By the lake of Anawana.
Water, set in
And
the
in
old
the
pine
old pine
tree.
trees.
You know, I gotta show you guys the Jack of All Trades theme song one day.
Now, Red Blaze, you were born this year, so did you watch? You watched a little bit of Hey Dude, it sounds like. You watched Ren and Stimpy. Did you watch anything else that came from?
Well, yeah, because you gotta realize that that when I started to get into, I guess, TV stuff, that you did have reruns of those shows.
And you liked them?
I remember liking Ren and Stimpy. I remember liking Rugrats.
Ha, Rugrats. Good
I
times.
remember Clarissa Explains It All. I remember Hey Dude, but I don't remember watching it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And what else was
I'd watch it all the time.
Yeah, it was. Oh my God! Look at that hair. Oh, early '90s hair was so big and so poofy. Like, I can't more.
A
I need
lot
more
like
poof.
me.
Well, nah. Red Blaze is starting to get it. I want to see like it. It curved like a giant M. It was so bizarre for men. Who's that? David Left. He's kind of cute.
He was that main kid.
something like that?
Christine Taylor. That's who played the pretty one.
Yes. Christine Taylor. I heart her so much.
This kid, he's like dropped off the face of the earth, kind of. Josh Teigel.
Never heard of. Other than I can't remember any of their names. All I remember was the blonde was Melanie.
Melancholy.
Melody, yep.
Melody, and then there was the brunette one who was in someone else.
In stereo where available. Back when stereo
I
was
know.
not on every TV.
It was not on my TV. I was like, why can't we have stereo? Like, we have to watch it in mono like animals.
We only had one speaker on our TV. We had a Zenith.
Love it. Well, we talked about a couple of fun television shows and talked about the Super Nintendo. Also in 1991, I mean, movies were a thing. There were some great hits. So, who wants to mention one? And there's one that I'm sure everyone wants to mention right about now.
Yeah.
Starts with the T.
So, sounds like Turf's not going to be talking anymore.
Tanya's Striptease Adventure.
That's the one. It is. That did. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, I was going to say. No, Terminator 2. That I was second guessing myself. That did come out in '91, right? But yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Now, I was not allowed to watch it because it was rated R, and my parents forbade violence. So who else? But eventually, I saw it.
Violent?
It was not violent. No.
No.
I saw it
Shit
years
just blew
after.
up.
I mean, did you see it in theaters, Mr. Nikon?
No. Saw it on a VHS tape we got from Blockbuster.
Blockbuster, rest in peace. How old were you when you saw it? Like you were a little kid, or was it?
I was like, what, 11? 10, 11?
Yeah,
Maybe
see, I would
when
be
did
allowed
I
to see
see
it.
it? I may have seen it in 92, I think. So it's like 12 or something.
Well, either way, so that movie came out, and obviously it was a huge hit. I really enjoyed it, even when I saw it years after it came out, but I thought it was great.
Yeah, same here. I saw it around the time that Terminator 3 was coming out. My dad showed me that then. Because it was on TV at the time, so...
Yeah.
He was a dick to Locks, wasn't he?
He was what?
They went pretty hard on the Locks, didn't they?
On the locks?
Yeah.
It's been a long...
It's Cinnamons and joke.
Okay. Dash V, you saw it too, right?
I saw it too. I thought it was Sylvester Stallone's some of his greatest work, actually. um, but anybody, this is actually a screenshot from Last Action Hero. But anyway, yeah, I saw it on VHS from our kitchen. My parents rented it. And it was rated R, so they said I couldn't watch it. So they waited until they sent us all to bed to watch it. And to this day, I don't think they knew that I just waited until it was all quiet and everything. And I snuck into the kitchen and just sat there behind the countertop, like, watching the whole entire movie.
My God, I love it.
Worth it.
Yeah. It didn't give you like nightmares or anything, did it?
No, that was the thing. I think I was like, I don't remember the exact age that I was, but I think I was pretty close to being a teenager. So I was over the whole getting scared by movies thing by then.
That's good. Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I wasn't allowed to see it. My parents were scared they would give me nightmares or something like that.
That's what I thought. Yours didn't work.
I hear a lot of voices in the background right now.
That's Jenny.
Oh.
I think my parents were mostly afraid of me seeing,
Movies?
what in the world is going on?
I have no idea.
That Jenny.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Girl, give your life back to Christ. Jesus.
So, yeah, I think my parents were more maybe afraid of me seeing, Arnold Schwarzenegger's buttocks. Maybe they're afraid that if I saw that, I'd make different life choices or something. I don't know.
I thought that was in the first one that you saw his buttocks.
No, there's definitely some Arnie buttocks in this one as well.
And that was when he was like in his top physical conditions. So if anything else, it would be inspiration for us non-lifting bodybuilders to strive for. It was motivation. One day you too can look like that.
Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
Fun trivia too is that during all the scenes in the bar, the biker bar where he was naked, he was actually wearing like bright neon blue boxer shorts with smiley faces all over them. So he's doing this like super serious like give me your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle, and he's wearing this like have a nice day like boxer shorts. It was absurd.
Wait, that was not his character. That was actually Arnold wearing that just to.
Arnold was wearing like just out of frame of the camera. Like if you could see what he was actually wearing like, and the ones where he was supposed to be naked. There was only actually one shot where he was really naked in front of the camera. All the others he was wearing these obnoxious boxer shorts, and everyone is trying to be all serious and everything, and he's wearing these outrageous boxers.
Oh, that's great. Well, there are other movies besides.
Edition.
You what?
It's on the Ultimate Edition. They actually show the footage and everything.
I love it. He's a jokester. He's one of us. He's a guy. He's a good guy. So what else came out movie-wise that year?
Point Break.
What was that?
Point Break.
Point Break. I don't think I've seen that one.
Keanu Reeves. I am an FBI agent.
And that probably sums the movie up just fine.
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves also came out.
Oh, yes, it did. That's a good one.
Excellent movie.
Thelma and Louise.
And
was there a good one too?
My Girl.
Hook. Anybody?
Oh yeah, Hook. What did everyone here see Hook?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that was great. And Julia Roberts as Tinkerbell, perfection.
Yeah, I don't know. Watching it nowadays, it kind of loses it for me when Robin Williams becomes Peter Pan. I don't know. It just kind of comes off as odd now.
Bangarang, bitches.
Because he's no longer with us, or because he just...
No, I mean, with how he was throughout most of the movie, it was great.
Mm-hmm.
Then he actually turns into Peter Pan, and it just kind of loses it a bit for me, I think. Just seems like a big character change.
I did not care for Rufio. Is that his name?
Rufio.
Skunkhead.
Rufio. Yep.
Yeah, he sucked. So,
And then he
Adam's
died.
Family came out that year.
what did?
Adam's Family.
With
Yeah.
Christina Ricci?
Yes.
Yes. And
Was that her
Christopher
first
Lloyd as,
role?
Fester.
I think that was her first role.
She is so great.
What else? Backdraft came out in 91.
What did?
Backdraft.
I
All
didn't
right,
see-
y'all, seriously, stop. Why are we talking about Backdraft when Turtles 2 came out that year?
Thank you, someone,
Teenage
finally.
Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, Secret of the Ooze.
Now
But then
that I
you-
saw in theaters. I was allowed to see that one. It was rated PG. I was allowed to see it.
I think I saw that one in theaters
Ninja.
too.
I have the Ninja Rap on VHS.
Oh my god, the Ninja Rap.
Yo,
Yes.
Mr. Green
Go Ninja, go!
rock the
go,
town without
go,
being seen. Have you ever
Seen
seen
a
a turtle
turtle
get down?
You're all at different parts.
I love it. Who were the two monster villains? It wasn't Bebop and Rocksteady, but two other ones.
Toka
Toka
and
and
Razar.
Doorbell?
And you know what? Just real quick, because of the whole, because we brought up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I cannot wait for the new game. Can anybody else?
Oh, the one from Platinum?
Yeah,
I don't. Give us some details about that. I don't have any details on that one.
it's a Platinum game, and it's done, and it's about the Ninja Turtles.
And it looks like the old comic books. And it looks like it's gonna be awesome.
It looks like it's straight out of the comics.
Huh.
And where you saw, which one? I always get them mixed up. Which one was it? Bebop or Rocksteady? The one that's the boar.
That's Bebop.
Yeah. At the end of the
Yeah.
trailer, he's holding a freaking chainsaw.
Ooh, he sounds nice. I didn't see that part of the trailer. I just watched a few minutes of it, but yeah, it looks pretty neat.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's like co-op and like not just online, but couch co-op.
Well, online co-op
Yeah.
has been confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I want a couch co-op so me and the boy can play.
yeah, exactly. Oh my god, you have the Ninja Rip on in the background. Oh my god.
Don't tell mom the babysitter's dead.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Come on in and do the dishes. The dishes are done, man.
Hot shots.
A lot of movies, huh?
Hussein as himself.
All right. The last original cast of the Star Trek, The Undiscovered Country.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, Oscar. Rocketeer. Rocket.
Sorry, guys.
Freaking Rocketeer.
Drop Dead Fred. Any of you guys ever see that one?
Oh, God.
Not.
Yes.
That one.
yes.
That one. Tell them about it, Mr. Nikon. What do you remember? All I remember is I had a crush on Phoebe Cates.
I remember she moved back to her parents' house or something, and she had this little Jack in the Box, which had her imaginary friend in it. His name was Drop Dead Fred.
Oh.
And I guess she completely forgot about it, and she taped it to, like, do not open, and so she opened it up, she's like, oh, no.
The
wasn't- I
mom
think-
had taken it away. The mom took it away and taped it up
Yes.
because he was a little bastard.
Yeah, and I think then she had a kid or something. Or she was taking care of some young kid. And the young kid opened it up.
Yeah, the only thing that I know about that film is that I remember watching it when I was binge watching Nostalgia Critic, so that's my closest thing for that.
Oh, Oscar came out in 1991.
I must have
Sylvester
been missing a
Stallone.
lot of movies because some of these I never heard of.
That's pretty funny. Sylvester Stallone, Tim Curry. Sylvester Stallone plays this mafioso guy.
It was Sylvester Stallone trying to do a comedy movie, and I thought it was really funny. I loved it. It's like a set in the 20s. It snaps provolone.
Yeah. And
I
Tim
really
Curry.
liked Austin.
Tim
You need to
Curry
check it out. It's pretty funny.
I will.
What
Tim
movie
Curry.
was this?
Oscar.
Oscar. I'll have to check that one out.
Silence of the Lambs. That was that year, right?
Oh, that was a romantic comedy. Yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah, it was the feel-good comedy of the year.
Hello,
Hello,
Clarice.
Clarice.
Hello, Clarice. Exactly.
All right, we got 2 more people that didn't say hello, Clarice. Come on.
Who
Let's
didn't
go.
say it?
Hello.
Hello, Clarice.
There you go.
Better say
There we
it
go. All
right
right.
now.
I remember I was eating his
Now-
liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Chianti.
I'll be honest. I've only seen that once, and it was on TV, so very censored.
Oh, that one came out in
I do, man.
89. I was thinking of the movie Little Monsters, but that came out in 89.
Funny thing about Silence of the Lambs is, like, okay, so my parents went to go see it, called the babysitter over. They saw it while they went to the movie theater. They come back. My mom, bless her heart, was in tears. She said she had to leave the movie theater because it was so scary. I'm like, oh my god, this movie must be really scary.
Oddly enough, that movie was shown to me by my mom.
Your mom's awesome, by the way.
She's not one for horror movies.
Yeah.
I think another masterpiece there. This is, I think, one of Bill Murray's finest. What about Bob?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't see that one.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of either.
Yeah.
That was
It's
a good one.
great one. It's basically Bill Murray plays this part of a guy named Bob Wiley. He's a complete germaphobe, and he's like a paralyzed germaphobe. And his wife has left him and all this other stuff. And every day when he gets out of bed, he has to like give himself a pep talk. I feel good. I feel great. I feel wonderful. It's like, he's touching doorknobs with like, hankies and all this other stuff. And
He's scared of
He keeps
everything
getting
else,
pushed off.
too.
yeah, he keeps getting pushed off from one therapist to another. And then he gets pushed off to Richard Dreyfuss. And he really connects with him. The only problem is Richard is going on vacation with his family for like 2 weeks or something like that, and Bob can't handle it. So Bob actually stalks his therapist through his therapist's entire vacation, and over the course of the movie, the therapist is slowly becoming insane while Bob is finally learning how to live in the real world. It's kind of hilarious.
Oh man.
But also had a lot of good music in 91.
Like a lot of new bands or a lot of like new classics? Like, what do you mean?
Nirvana smells like Nirvana Nevermind came out. I think Smells Like Teen Spirit was on that one too. I think.
That was that 91? I thought it was like 94 or 5.
Yeah.
Huh.
I already
The Black Album.
91.
Black
told
Album came out.
Space for Nirvana earlier, so I don't like them at all. I think that they're extremely. I don't want to use the word overrated, but
But you might as well.
yeah, if anything else. I enjoy the Foo Fighters. I'm a big fan of Dave Grohl, but I just do not like Nirvana at all.
I
What do
never
you
got.
think about Smashing Pumpkins? They
Yeah,
released
they
their
came out
debut
that
album in 1991.
Yeah, I actually got it right here. Gish,
Love Smashing
all beat
Pumpkins.
up. Yeah, it's actually
the
really,
Pumpkins.
really good. Another one that came out that year, well, an album, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Blood Sugar Sex Magic. Very good album, and we're actually right below. I got in my lowest third. I've got my favorite song on that album, "Suck My Kiss."
With the "my" in all capital letters for emphasis.
I didn't realize I did that.
I got the top 100 songs from Billboard year end of 1991.
Oh, 100, that's a lot.
I'll just go for the top 10. Number one
Yeah, what were
was
the-
Bryan Adams. Everything I do it for you.
Love it. Oh, good one.
Color Me Bad. I want to sex you up.
Oh, I hate that song. Ugh.
I want to sex you up.
Yeah.
CNC Music Factory. Gonna Make You Sweat. Also known as Everybody Dance Now. Dint. Bow, bow, bow. Everybody dance now. Paul Abdul. Rush.
I don't know that one. I like Paul Abdul. I don't know that song though.
That's the whole song. Rush, rush, and I think she follows it up with hurry, hurry.
I think that's her last. I think that's one of her last songs that made that charted. I think. I don't think she's really done anything big since then.
What about Opposites Attract with MC Scat Cat?
That was before. That was like
shit.
88, I think.
That was before? Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, Paula. Oh. Anyway, what's the next one?
Number 5 was Timmy T. One More Try. Don't remember that one.
One more
No
try.
clue.
Number 7, Extreme. More Than Words.
Don't know.
More than
No.
words is all I have to do to blah blah blah.
Number 8, High Five. I Like the Way. The Kissing Game.
Okay
Yeah,
then.
no, I don't remember them.
Nope.
Number 9, Surface. The First Time. And number 10 was Amy Grant with Baby Baby.
Baby, baby, the stars are shining for you. And just like you see that they adore you. Baby, baby, we're running through the forest. The birds are probably singing you a chorus. Stop for a minute. Love that song, as you can tell.
Hey, we didn't say stop. Keep going.
I'll spare you. My voice. I'm not a singer.
Boys to Men didn't make the top 10. They were at number 11 of Motown Philly.
You know, I gotta bring this up. That is 91 is the year that Freddie Mercury died.
Ah, he was awesome.
Sad face.
Yeah, and
Womp womp.
Way to bring the show down.
I
the
know.
last album, Innuendo, had the I think it's the last song on there where he passed away actually doing that song.
He was weird, but he was so talented that it outshined his weirdness. I thought he was great.
Yeah.
I think 91 was actually a big breakout year for Mariah Carey.
Oh yeah. Oh well. Let me find out.
Because
Russell?
she's got.
What was Mariah Carey's breakout year? No, that was 1990. Russell's a huge Mariah
Yeah.
Carey fan. Thank you.
REM was number 33 of Losing My Old Religion.
That song was weird, and it went on
That's me in
forever.
the corner.
You know, that
Oh,
That's me.
describes REM in a nutshell right there. They're weird.
Yeah, they're
Lenny Kravitz was number 35 of It Ain't Over Till It's Over.
and that was Lenny Kravitz with dreadlocks, not afro. So you know it was weird.
Was
Wow,
that
weird
before or
story.
after he wanted to get away?
Way before.
That song was on the radio every day, every hour. It was so bad.
Number 52. The Divinyls. I Touch
Touch
Myself.
myself.
Oh man, I remember people singing that in school, and I'm like,
When I think about you, I touch myself.
Now you know it wasn't supposed to be like I myself. It was supposed to be like I hold myself, I comfort myself. But no, America, we made it dirty.
All right. You know what? I got one.
actually, I think it was meant to be dirty. If you saw the music video, I very much think it was meant to be dirty.
Yeah, originally written it meant.
Yeah, that's right.
Salt and Peppa made 98 with Do You Want Me?
No.
Ooh.
Wow,
Oh,
someone doesn't like
right.
Salt and Peppa. Oh.
Red Blaze, you said you had one to hold up?
Yeah. One I want to mention, Motorhead 1916. Very underrated album from them. It's got some great songs. One Sing the Blues, No Voices in the Sky, and it's got a great tribute to the Ramones on here.
And that was 91?
Yeah.
Right on.
And there's video of the Ramones playing the song The Ramones, and they started off, and then all of a sudden you see Lemmy go on stage and start playing with them. So that's a neat clip to go look up.
I'm going to copy a list right here. Hold on one second. Let's see if this works. So I put a list of games that came out in 1991 in the chat box. I guess we're changing subjects now, I guess. Why doesn't everyone go through and pick one that you really have really great memories with, if you open the chat box, that is?
Open
start.
the chat box.
I can't
Open the
wait
chat
for that.
box.
I made the list, so all of them are good for me.
They're all good, but I want to say the Simpsons arcade game, so very special.
I'll take the big anniversary one, I guess, this year.
The big anniversary one.
Yeah. The one that's supposed to be
Let's
big, at
hear it.
least on the Genesis.
Uh,
The Sonic.
Sonic?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, what is this guy talking about? Yeah. So Sonic was your jam.
Yeah, I mean, I got into it during the GameCube era, but still, I like to go back and play those games.
Hmm.
I've played a lot of Street Fighter 2.
Street Fighter 2 is great. Yeah,
At
I
the
was.
7-Eleven by my house where I scammed quarters from people for pretending to make phone calls home.
Which you can learn more about in one of our older episodes.
Yes.
Plug. But
That's if you know these kids know what a payphone is.
right.
And it's not a Lady Gaga song.
That's telephone.
Battletoads came out that year
Battletoad.
for the NES.
The hardest game. Was it hard or was it just broken? I could never get a final answer on that.
No,
It's just
it was
hard. It's
difficult.
not broken. It's possible. It's just
It's
really,
like-
really, 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 really difficult.
Okay,
It's,
gotcha.
it's near pixel perfect.
Isn't one of the version kind of broken? Like the Genesis version is not.
The
It's
Genesis
not
version sucks. It's just not good.
because the Genesis sucks.
Because it sucks. I mean, yeah.
To make it good, they had to keep adding on shit to it. You go, oh, let's put the Sega CD. Let's put the 32X on there. Let's put a power base converter on there.
Hey, don't
As
block.
far as
don't block that stuff. At least the
as far
power
as
base.
Battletoads on the Genesis, the Nintendo or the NES version actually looked better in my opinion. I don't know how you can take a step backwards going from to the Genesis, but they did somehow. And the controls aren't near as tight. It's just not. It's a bad port.
I do agree with the controls not being as tight. I think the sound was definitely inferior, especially the punching sounds. The punching sounds were way more satisfying on the Nintendo one. But I actually thought the graphics on the Genesis one looked a lot better. You didn't have the image breakup. You had a lot more color. There was more detail in the sprites. But you're definitely right. Controls were super sloppy, and the sound. I almost didn't care that the graphics looked better because the sound was so weak.
I think we talked about this before about doing like a comparison for the Sega and Genesis. The Genesis had a weaker sound processing than the Super Nintendo did.
Did it?
But it didn't have weaker sound
Listen.
processing than the Nintendo.
Like I said earlier, the only thing that the Genesis actually beat the Super Nintendo in as far as specs was the RAM.
And that was the blast processing thing we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yeah.
CPU was faster too, right? The RAM speed was faster, and the CPU itself was 4 times the speed of the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, but the Super Nintendo displayed more colors, had more sound channels. Blah, blah,
Hardware
blah.
transparency, hardware scaling and rotation.
It had better games.
Yep.
More
better.
narrative.
Which they try to add that stuff later with the Sega CD.
Sega CD.
Turf, I was
But
almost
Sega-
with you with the... Go ahead, Mr. Nikon.
Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
That is true. That is true.
Wait a
That's
tick.
just-
Super Castlevania 4 was out in 1991? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yes,
I thought that was later.
That is the one Super
I
Nintendo
think it
game.
wasn't
I've
a launch
been
title,
looking
but it was shortly after the Super Nintendo came out.
I had no idea. That game's like really hard to
It
find,
was out
isn't it?
before that Christmas.
Man.
But yeah, getting back to the whole Sega thing, yeah, I mean, you would never see Sonic the Hedgehog on a Nintendo system. Oh, wait.
Where'd you get that?
Oh, what, you mean these?
It's funny how the
You know,
times have changed.
I know somebody got really upset on the forums, and we won't say who, that most people remember Sonic and talk about Sonic in terms of the Sega Genesis. where I think what's really important to remember is that Sonic the Hedgehog, the first game, not the series of sequels that came out after, but the first game especially, I think, was the first time that there was a title that came out that really showcased the sound and the graphics and the speed capabilities of the Genesis. I mean, it really was, this is what the Genesis can do. And I think that's why it kind of stands out because, I mean, I didn't really know. Yeah, okay, some of the graphics are kind of better, but if you're trying to compare Altered Beast like anything else on Nintendo, like I'm like I don't care. Like I can't even understand the voice sample; it's so muffled. Versus Sonic, I mean, the title screen comes up, Sega. I mean, you're like, oh, that's amazing.
Did pick up like a quarter of the cartridge or something? Just that one little.
Amazing. It was totally worth it. Totally worth it.
I forgot about that Sega intro. Man, when I first heard that, I was like, "Whoa, the video games can talk now!"
Basically, more than talked.
Exactly.
Mind blown.
Even though they've been able to talk since, what was it, the ColecoVision that had that? Or was it the Intellivision that had that added on?
It was in television.
B-17 bomber.
Oh, more.
Yeah, but I mean, you take the Sega and you compare it to Rise from Your Grave. Like, I mean, there's no.
Yeah, but
There's
Rise
no
from Your Grave
comparison.
did match the game's tone, I think, at that time. At least for that level.
I don't know. It just I think Sonic earned the first game. I think it earned its place at the top of the Genesis lineup, and I think he earned his place as the mascot.
And
The
you know
blue
what?
blur.
Honestly, the bass is a lot better on the Genesis.
I'll tell you what, and this is from somebody who I don't like Sonic, so I'm gonna say that up front. Sonic was a pretty game. The little, like when you're standing still and the little toe tapping thing blew my mind at the time. But everybody wants to compare like specs and things like what the Genesis is capable of, what the Super Nintendo, the sound channels, all. Doesn't it? I mean, we're gamers, we play games. Doesn't it just come down to the games?
Here,
And
here.
when you say that, the Sonic's not fun. It's just not. I want it to be
I disagree,
fun. I want to
but-
like it, but it's
There.
it's not good. It's in my
Totally
opinion.
disagree.
This is my opinion. I am speaking for
Yeah,
myself.
no,
I'm
you're
speaking
fine.
for one dude. But compared to Mario, it's just not fun. It's just wide open. Too many cheap deaths. You got to keep at least one ring. I don't know. It wasn't for me. And then the underwater part where you could drown.
Yeah, I never liked that.
It was annoying.
Yeah, but let's face it. That was the only way to scare the crap out of you back in those days.
Yep.
Was doing that.
Yeah, it gave you a sense of urgency. My
Yeah.
problem
Not
with
to
Sonic
mention-
games is that they're just over, like the levels are over too soon. I just feel like I missed so much stuff because you want to get through with them so
Everything.
fast.
You know
But-
what? That's actually a good thing about the Sonic games is that you can take your time, go through the level, or you can just speed right through it.
Yeah.
'Cause
In fact, what's
think about
really
how many-
cool is that
Think about how
Go
many
ahead.
people try to just get the fastest time in a Super Mario game, and where you don't hear that much with the Sonic games.
The
Yeah,
bosses
that
are
was actually
fun. I'll
part
give
of
it
the
that.
challenge. That was actually part of the challenge of the Sonic games, right? Is that he's capable of going so fast, but really, like, you have to kind of fight that in order to actually get through the levels and stuff. I've beaten the game many, many times. I think it's an incredibly fun game, but I thought it was definitely, you do have to kind of. Sonic wants to go fast, and he's capable of going fast, but you have to kind of dial it back. When you get the speed shoes, it's like impossible.
I like that shield he got. Whenever you hit, when you got it, it went whom like that, and he had like one free hit.
Oh, and the
Yeah.
sound effect for the 1-up in the very first game, I don't know why they ever changed it. That was the most epic 1-up sound effect I'd ever heard. It's got
It was
like
like a
brass
trumpet.
and it's got drums.
Yeah, it was like a victory cry or something. It was.
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. And then then they traded it for like this total garbage effect. I will give Turf that I don't like any of the follow-up Sonic games, but the first one is, in my mind, one of the greatest games of all time.
Really? You don't like it? You don't like Sonic 3?
They tried to do. I agree with Turf actually's assessment that I thought like Sonic 2 and 3, they tried to make the game so darn pretty that I don't know, like it seems very noisy to me. Like it hurts my eyes to try to follow what's happening because the screen is just too busy and flashy. Versus Sonic 1, I thought did a good job of showcasing the Genesis and what it could do and all, and being colorful. But at the same time, it wasn't like in your face, like, oh, look at how beautiful a game I am. It just happened to be beautiful.
You know, have you actually seen how flashy Sonic 3 gets?
I got to which one has the casino zone? That's the second one, right?
They all have casino zones.
And then the third one is the one where like part of it sets fire, right?
Yeah.
The part that set fire, I just kind of stopped playing at that point because that was the part where like literally hurt my eyes to try to follow the game.
But yeah, you haven't seen anything until you've seen Super Tails
Oh wow.
and his flicky army of death.
If you get the cell phone version of Sonic the Hedgehog 1, they actually the cell phone version you can actually play Knuckles in the original Sonic, which you were never able to do on the Genesis. And that kind of caters to folks that thought the game was way too quick and didn't like the fact that unless you're going like Mach 10, you couldn't get to certain areas. Like if you use Knuckles, there's a lot more areas that you can get to a lot easier without having to run at like Mach 10 to do it. So might be worth a playthrough if for folks that's only beef with it was that it was too fast.
And actually, honestly, I'll say it right now. I don't know what Sega's planning for the 25th anniversary. They have a plan for a movie and a game based on the movie, and that's all I've heard.
So then you do know what Sega has planned.
Yeah, but that's it. That's the bare
A little
bones.
vague.
That's all we know. Nothing else.
Only time will tell as we look back on 25 years ago of awesomeness. It was a good year, I will say. Lots of good games, lots of great movies, and great cartoons, of course, as well. This was a really neat idea, Turf. I am glad you brought this to creation. Good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm an idea guy.
You are. Yeah.
I can't believe nobody's mentioned A Link to the Past came out in 1991.
Did?
It only
Did?
came out in Japan.
Oh.
Wow.
The U.S. release is 92.
How about America here?
Yeah, America. Final Fantasy 2, remember? Anyways, we are almost out of time, my dear friends, so we should do our usual wrap-ups. Who wants to do the honors? Not you, Mr. Nyka. Yes, please do it, Rebel Ace.
All right. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, whatever else we have. Those are pretty much the main two. VG Collect, we have a forum page on there. Leave suggestions that you think would be a good idea for a show. And we'll see you next time.
Exactly. Everyone, thanks so much for watching. This was lots of fun, and we will catch you on the flip side, as usual.
All right.
Yes, see you later.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Still buying.
Come on.